Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our final Thursday show of the 2022 RMFantasySX season. Oh, now, I got YouTube playing in the background of my computer. That was a little confusing.
It's a rookie move.
I was hearing echoes there. That was a total rookie move. Anyway, welcome to our last 2022 Thursday show. We got Salt Lake City right here in our backyard.
Yeah.
Gonna watch some racing.
I'm excited. It feels like it's gonna be tomorrow or something, though.
Today feels like Friday.
Feel like Friday.
A little bit, especially because I won't be here tomorrow. So, yes, it does feel like Friday today.
Oh, it's your Friday then.
Anyway, so I saw some comments about me not liking dust. We even saw a meme in there, which I actually thought was really funny.
Does anyone like dust?
No, it's a terrible thing. Who was it? BJT is the one who submitted a meme. It was pretty funny. Because I do say I'll see you on the trails at the end of every video. And trails are dusty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could call a little suspicious that I said
Don't
that.
feel bad. Russ, one of the past bike winners, texted me about the wind. He's like, it's my least favorite weather pattern. I'm like, I agree, dude.
Well, we do live in the high desert where it's always windy in Utah. Like, it's windy more than it's not, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's May right now. So, you know what?
I'm right at the mouth of a canyon. I enjoy it. Keeps the flies out.
Yeah?
Mosquitoes, all that. So,
well, all I know is, like, we literally had 40 degrees, rain and snow earlier this week. Today it's 70, mid-70s.
Nice.
Monday it might snow again. That's what you get in Utah in May. I don't know if
really
anybody else
up my
experiences
garden,
that.
Dude.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Well, your flowers don't know what to do. Is it spring or is it still winter?
My garden's a mess. My chickens are confused. Everything's a mess.
All right. Yeah. Who is Finding Haley? Who is else going? Who is else? Who's going?
And Robert and Kim are checking in if the AC's working, but I think they know since Christian's still wearing the sweater.
It just turned off.
It was cold. I turned it up a little bit or turned it down. It was too cold in here. Yeah, if you're going to be at Salt Lake City, please come and say hi to us. Christian and I are going to be there walking around. It's going to be a good time. Tomac,
Utah sucks. Don't move here.
Who said that?
We all know what that means.
Who said that?
Blake Purdom.
Said Utah sucks?
Don't move here.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible. It is terrible here. The privateer race they got going on tomorrow. So we got Kyle Chisholm calling in, and
is he the favorite?
Well, I don't know a whole lot about this race, so we'll ask him about it. But he's calling in because he's flying out today, so he'll be here for tomorrow for that. So be kind of interesting, bro. The big news: Tomac.
Yeah, out.
Not racing.
It's a smart move, my opinion.
Yeah. Looking at it, it makes sense where he hurt his knee. It was on that long sweeper, caught the leg.
Put his leg down, yeah.
Yeah, so he's not racing this Saturday, folks. And there was a huge swing in points. I think Anderson's over 70% picked right now or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's normally 50 to 80% Tomac. And ever since he announced he's out, it's just all going to Anderson.
It's all going to Anderson, which it should.
It should if you want to play the odds. Yep.
So other than that, though, as far as injured riders,
what's crazy to me is this point chase is going to look a lot closer than it really was, especially if he comes out and wins, dude. He's only going to lose the title by like 11 points or something.
Yeah, but Tomac could have lined up if he needed to. But you're right, though.
But that's why you don't want to play it too safe too early.
Yeah.
And now we see why.
But how crazy would it have been if Tomac or if Anderson didn't go down in Detroit? We'll have to go back for like maybe a Monday show and look at the math and see like if Anderson, say, finished second that race, just to see like what the points would have been.
It would have been
with
really
Tomac's injury.
Close.
It would have been gnarly. We'll talk more about Craig. Craig needs a 14th or better to lock down the title.
Should be easy.
Should be. Never say that though. All right. Well, so Tomac's injured. It was kind of interesting too. Webb on, am I saying this right? DMXS radio. DMXS talked about how he had a practice crash a while back and rung his bell pretty good, and talked about how just his reaction time, even his shifting and things like that haven't been as good. So he's just been a little bit off on the bike.
That makes sense to me.
He's also not racing outdoors.
Yeah.
Just glad to see he is going to race Salt Lake.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see him up here. I hope Tomac at least shows up in the pits or something.
No, he will be. He's going to be out here.
Good, because my boy is going to be upset.
I bet you he'll ride out for opening ceremonies, too.
I hope so.
He's the champ. I mean,
a lot of people are going to be upset if they don't
he's more than able to get on a bike and ride out. So he should be able to do that.
That'd be cool.
All right. We don't know about Marv's last race. He's made it vocal that he wants to continue racing. I think this year's gone better than what he was maybe planning.
If it wouldn't have been as good, maybe.
Yeah.
But with as good as it's going, it sounds like he ain't retiring. So
Marv's foot is...
Everybody head over to Aquatics for the party.
Has Marv had a foot injury? Aquatic, are you making this up?
Aquatic's been talking about his foot injury all year, dude. Every time he does bad, his foot's injured again. Every time he does good, the foot's good.
Sounds good. All right, well, yeah, so let's jump into this. So with Tomac out, track trends. Let's get into track trends here.
Dude, this one...
Track looks good.
It confused me, though.
Why?
It confused me. The path.
Yeah, you got to follow it. So left.
My first initial look at this, I was like, are they going into a sand section off the start? And that they're not, but I think that would be awesome.
I thought it was a huge Joker lane.
What's kind of crazy, though, is so you see how they... Yeah, I'm trying to figure this all out. So after the start, they go left, they go down that rhythm, hang another left, and then they go right there, Josh. Yeah. But then there's going to be other guys that are coming into that other bull turn right next to them. So you're going to have dudes, 10, 15 feet apart from each other going opposite directions, wide open on the track. Kind of interesting.
It's windy, and it looks interesting.
I think it'll race good. Look at that whoop section.
That's a big whoop section.
Yeah.
And whoever's going to be sitting on that other side is going to see some cool jumps.
Yeah, you got that rhythm lane into that Supercross triple. I don't know. It looks like a cool racetrack.
Where's your preference seating-wise?
At this stadium?
Yeah.
On the west side of the stadium, so when the sun starts to set, I'm not getting blinded. However, our tickets are on the opposite side.
Yeah, but...
That's okay. But you get the sun longer.
You can move wherever you want to, really.
It's not like it's going to be hot there. It's going to be like 65 degrees. So when that sun drops,
it's going to get chilly.
It gets chilly. Mm-hmm. So if you've never been to a Salt Lake City race before and you plan on going, dress warm. Because when the sun goes down, we're going to be in like the high 40s.
Dress for hot and dress for cold.
That's true.
Because
dress
Utah,
for nice weather walking around. Yeah, I was there that year. It snowed.
Which one?
Forever ago. I don't know.
Was it the one?
It wasn't the one with Stewart.
Snow, muddy one that Wyndham won?
No, there was another one after that. Maybe it didn't snow. Maybe, I don't know,
I just remember it being so cold and muddy, and Josh Hansen was hitting this triple just every lap, dude, and I was scared for his life every time.
Those guys are senders in the mud, dude.
You got suntan, baby.
So track looks good. All right. So, Christian, go over best starters in the game. I'm going to send a message to Mr. Kyle Chiz here while we're doing that.
I had to remove Tomac, so it looks a little closer. Look at Anderson still holding down the top spot, and it's getting better. I mean, a lot of the riders are out, but if you look at wild card 10th place, we can go through the starters here and the finishers. You're really getting into a more privateer type of range. I mean, Norris, Breese, Martin moving up. But it's still crazy to me how close the top 7 are, really, or 6. So the best finishers tells me a lot, too. Looking wild card range.
All right.
Chisholm is there, dude.
Is he?
Of all the active riders,
in the wild card range?
He's got the 10th best average finish. I mean, we know he hasn't been there for every round because he's doing both.
Yeah, it's 14.6. But he's still, we'll have to look because I put him in there. I just don't know. Hold on real quick. Let's see this. Kyle Chisholm. Last 3 finishes 10-8-11 and starts of 11-8-7. So we'll get more into the wild card, but he is looking pretty good.
I'm saying anywhere from Hartraft to Starling. It's not that bad.
I know. Dude, it's going to be a bloody battle between Hartraft and Chiz for that 10th place spot. Okay. Webb's moving on up. He's got the 5th best average finish now.
Mm-hmm. They're all really close, man. Like we said last week, you take Tomac out like we just did. You see how close everyone else is.
It is close.
And how much ahead Tomac was this season. I mean, he definitely earned the championship, so it wasn't no gimmies. Another cool thing I looked up, there's been 98 different riders that have shown up and tried to qualify for 450 mains this season.
98?
98 different riders.
Wow,
and
that's a lot.
Only 43 of those have made a main event. So that's the most riders we've had score a point since 2019 when 48 riders scored a point.
Really?
Did you guys see the stat that Tomac and Barsha have completed all the laps up until Denver? And so as long as Barsha doesn't get lapped in Salt Lake City, he will be the only rider to complete all of the laps in 2022.
That's cool.
That's good for Barsha.
Dude, it's
been a great year, honestly.
Yeah, he's been doing good. So sneaky good. Like when we talk about the stats, I think he hasn't gotten worse than 6 since like round 4.
Well, I get tired of people saying after the first round he just like falls off.
Well, that's because he always won the first round and then didn't win again.
Well, I mean, after the first round, he usually goes farther back than he did this year. Like, it's been his best season in a while.
Yeah.
Just as start to finish, in my opinion. So.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. Moving on here. 43 riders made. All right. Injured Tomac. All right. Top contenders. We got to do it. Tomac. No stats. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, he's out.
It
just shifts everybody up.
Yeah, it does.
Gives Anderson a bigger.
I feel like this is going to be a very high-scoring weekend.
Yeah,
so
we got double points.
I know. Well, so do you take a risk this weekend, or do you play it safe and try and maximize those points, or do you hope your competition plays it safe and
I have a simple strategy.
What?
I mean, he's clearly the favorite to win. Every reason says he's going to win. If you are leading your group, pick him to win. It's the safest pick.
Okay.
If you are behind and you need to make up points,
pick somebody else.
I'm saying go Marv.
What do you got to lose?
Yeah. Not that many people are going to pick Marv in this type of dirt. He has good history in Salt Lake. He's been getting good starts.
Or I could pick Sexton and make him crash out and leading.
Sexton scares me to pick to win. Dude.
By the way, hold on, peeps.
I mean, it takes a lot to go right for him to win.
Speaking of groups and prizes, look at this. Christian almost had a meltdown today when I showed him this.
I sniffed it.
Christian's dad is not like fresh off the track with sweat on it. But look, we got a retro Fly Racing Trey Canard jersey right here.
Is sweet.
Signed by the man himself.
Yeah, that goes in a frame. That goes on a wall. That gets passed down.
If you're in the Canard group, there's your jersey. And then for the Zacho Wacko or WackOZachOs group, here we go.
It's a sweet one, too.
I know. This thing's fresh. This thing's brand new.
For all the ringers out there, if the same guy or girl wins both groups, you're only going to get to choose one.
Yeah, you get to choose which jersey you want. And then we'll go to second place for whatever group.
Yep.
All right, boys.
Okay. All right. Jason, So, okay, I agree with you. If you make up points, you have to pick someone other than Anderson to win.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Marv.
Are you?
Just in hopes of...
You can catch me?
I mean, I think he has a good chance.
Yeah.
But I need to make up points as well.
But how good he just rode in Denver on a hard-packed, dry track. It's going to be hard not to pick
if I had to bet money on it, I'd go Anderson. If I'm going fantasy-wise to make up, it's Marvin time. Aquatic knows.
I have Anderson in there to win right now, but we'll see what happens. All right, so look at this. His last 4 races, he's won 3 in a row. He got 4th before that. He hasn't started worse than 4th in his standard round since round 10.
It's crazy.
He's got 55 laps led in the last 3 races. He's got 125 total. That's 9 more laps than Tomac. Mm-hmm. His record in Salt Lake's been okay. He should have won there. Remember when Osborne won because Anderson's seat fell off?
Yeah. That's where Wilson got...
And Wilson
he was trying to give him his seat or something like that off to the side.
I don't know.
I think he busted his wheel out or something.
But... So we just saw last week he does well in hard pack conditions, like we're going to see in Salt Lake. Not going to be probably that dry. It's not a day race, but it's still Salt Lake gets hard pack and dry. So we'll see how it goes.
And yes, I did leave Marvin 3rd. Got me points last week.
Nice work. All right. He's got the best average qualifying position on the season with 3.25. Simple strategy. Like you said, if you're leading, pick him. If you're not, pick someone else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because he's still motivated to win. I don't see him going out and just
100%.
messing around. I mean, he wants to win, get that bonus, get the money, go out like with some momentum. So,
okay,
I'm still high up on Anderson.
All right, Barsha, he's 3rd in points.
He's kind of been slipping
a little bit. Well, he went down last week.
He did. But that burned me on the points.
He only has a 3-point lead over Malcolm right now and then 9 points over Marv. So that's going to be a battle royale right there for 3rd overall in the championship.
Yep.
But
those 3, dude.
Barsha got 7th, which was the worst finish he's had since, I want to say round 4 or 5 or something.
And I'm pretty sure he was running in 4th or 5th at the time.
Yeah, he was.
So
he was right there.
He's like a lock for 5th almost.
Yeah, so last week was his first finish worse than 6th since round 4. And what's interesting is that he's finishing a little more than 1 spot better on average from where he starts in standard rounds. So his average start's 5.92. His average finish is 4.85. So he's a 4th or 5th place guy.
And it's showing he can pass top dudes if he has to.
Yeah. He's led 26 laps this season.
He's had a great year. I mean, Anderson has too, honestly.
Wasn't that good in Salt Lake last year, though?
No, that one kind of surprised me. I didn't remember him doing that bad.
7 to 14 where his finish is?
That's
or
a different
7
year.
and 14?
That's a different year, different Bam Bam. That was when his finger was good. So.
Oh, well, you said his fingers made him better this year.
That's
We'll
what I
see how
said.
it goes.
I think
it looks
in
like
Salt
it's
Lake-
getting better.
Salt
Somebody's
Lake
bang
last
it up.
year was when he had that crazy thing where his radiator broke too.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
one
right.
crash.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I
don't remember
mean,
that,
and
but
he
I
lost
believe
the front end in the dusty track over there too. So
Okay.
he might be risky. I'm saying with Tomac out, I'll probably put him in 5th. I mean, look, he's taking 5th like it's going out of style, dude.
Yeah, I might even move him up because I don't know what to do. I have Coop right now in 5th, but I don't know if I'm going to keep him there. We'll see. But with Tomac out, there's only so many guys who can like legitimately finish in the top 5.
Yeah,
and we're almost down to just 5 guys. You know,
it's got to be Anderson, Muskin, Sexton.
you got to get the podium right
on podium in some type of order, in my opinion.
All right, Aquatic, where you at? We got Muscan now.
Dude, if I signed a hoodie, that it would lose value. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Someone asked for a signed hoodie.
PH777. Yeah, you'd lose value on that hoodie.
You want your hoodie you're wearing right now? All right, so Marv, last 5 overall finishes. 3-3, 10, 1-3. He's taken 3rd overall 5 times this season in 4 of the last 6 rounds.
Dude, the way Barsha takes 5th, Marvin takes 3rd.
And Malcolm's never finished 3rd. Still holds true.
Well,
we'll talk
nobody
about that.
can, dude. Marv takes it every round.
Yeah, he's
Just
only been off the box
bull-guarding
one
it.
time in the last 6 races. Excluding Atlanta, he hasn't finished more than 1 spot away from qualifying in the last 4 races. He's qualified 4-4-2-2 with finishes of 3-3-1-3.
Mm-hmm.
So look at his qualifying
Keep
times.
him near it. Yep.
Okay.
He's one of those that it matters.
And
finishes in Salt Lake last year, 2-1.
I know.
So I think he's kind of a sleeper. A lot of people aren't going to be picking him because Anderson's so hot right now, but he has a good chance. I mean, he's up there. I'm going to pick him to win.
Okay, fair enough.
And
Who
he
is your
still
top
finished
pick
3rd.
for 2nd.
Well, hold on. He finished 3rd with starts of 7 and 5 in the last 2 rounds. So that shows me wherever he starts, he's going to get around 3rd.
Okay.
Eventually.
All right. Let's see.
Sexton, your boy, dude. Your boy.
I know. I owe him an apology letter. I have Sexton right now in 2nd place.
I think it's good.
Not for the win, but for
Probably gonna have him
2nd.
3rd.
So you put in 3rd. Where are you going to put Marv, though, dude?
I'm putting Marv number 1, dude.
Oh,
Marv
snap.
Anderson Sexton is what I'm going with.
Yeah, do I dare put him in? I don't know. I'll probably end up putting, if I want to take a chance, I'll put him to win. Because he led a lot of laps in Salt Lake last year, but that was when Webb was a different man.
Mm-hmm.
So his last 5 finishes, he hasn't finished worse than 4th. So he's been 2nd, 3rd, 4th every week. He's led laps in 3 of the last 4 rounds and 7 of the 16 rounds this season.
That is crazy.
But he's only won 1 of those.
Almost led laps in half the races.
And he has 6 hole shots. He's got more hole shots than any other rider, too.
I mean, easily could have been a way better year for him.
Fastest qualifier the last 3 races and won his heats.
Just little mistakes, dude. And I think it all kind of started when Roxon went down in front of him. Remember that was Oakland?
Yeah, he ran over his head.
It kind of weird things started happening a lot more frequently after that.
I don't know.
So.
But it was
It will be
interesting.
crazy, though, when he learns from these little mistakes.
Dude,
Oh, if he could
has
just
all
clean
the
him up.
signs of being a champion. Really.
He is really good. If Sexton cleaned up, he'll be a major contender for next year. I agree, Dylan. Just got to do it. We'll see how it goes, though. All right.
I'm playing around. What am I playing around? Christian is playing around. Christian is playing around.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You caught up in those comments there, dude.
They're fun.
Malcolm Stewart. Where do you have this guy right now? Where do you guys have Malcolm this week?
I have
Remember,
him
he has
third.
never.
Well, overall in points.
Okay. I have him 4th right now. Remember, he's never finished 3rd. Like, look at this. Look at his stats here. It's crazy. Oddly has taken 3rd in the last 4 heats, though.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny.
But he has 12 top 5s. He's never taken 3rd. He has a couple 2nd places, and then it's just 4th or 5th. That's all he's done. He's only finished better than Tomac 3 times this season. 2 of those were the last 2 rounds where where Eli was injured. Well, Eli's not racing, so it's kind of irrelevant. But he's only led 10 laps this season.
Well, that was my thing of, like, if you're giving him a spot. You have to give him a spot because Tomac is almost always ahead of him.
Right.
So if he's not there, you got to move him up one. Because there's some riders that do finish ahead of Tomac once in a while, more often than Malcolm did.
Okay. Somehow, let's see, averaging a better finish on the West by 1.4 spots over the East. His start's been good, 5, 6, 6, 6, 4.
Mm-hmm.
He's just hasn't quite had that extra little, couple percent to be up there and be up
Yeah,
with
he's
the
kind of
leaders.
had little incidents.
Yeah,
too.
he had that knee injury.
I don't know if it's personal or not. He did burn me a couple weeks, and I've just had a hard time picking him ever since. I don't know why. Even after that second place, are you going to pick him on the podium again?
No, I have him fourth.
Okay.
Just
So
not
close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. What?
He's the toughest pick for me this round.
What's up, Josh?
People are picking. We did a poll. People are picking Sexton for second, closely followed by Mooskin.
Uh-huh.
That's because everyone's picking Mooskin for the win.
Yeah.
After our stats, dude, and our opinion.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
And Sexton, I don't know, maybe just like, I don't know, he's got the raw speed, I guess. But like last week, Tomac was catching him before he made that mistake. I kind of expected Sexton, honestly, in that race to check out a little bit, and I had him to win, so I felt good about it.
I think he got a little bit just distracted with Tomac behind him and made that little mistake.
All right. What do you do with this man right here, Cooper Webb? Is he in your top 5?
Not as of now, no.
Where did I put him? I've got Cooper Webb 5th. I feel like he can beat a Barsha.
Okay.
Just, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. No, says Kim Bryan. No, 6th. Webb, not my top 5. Man, well, gosh. It just blows my mind how dominant he was last year. And maybe it just goes to show how sensitive these guys are to bikes and with bike changes.
Well,
But he also said in an interview, him leaving Alden's, he said it was necessary for him to not be burnt out and want to retire. But he also thinks that leaving the program, there's a few things that he did that he would have done differently before going back and all that stuff. So, I don't know, just the whole combination. But
yeah, that's what I think, combination. I think it started out with his training routine and the new bike, and then slowly injuries. That might have led to more injuries. I don't know, but.
Well, then Sexton landed on him when he made that mistake.
After that big crash, dude, he has not been the same.
True.
So,
But
I go off of injury at this point. It was training, bike early, injury now.
All right, so his last 5 finishes, 6, 6, 4, 6, 5. Last 5 starts, not good. 8, he had that whole shot. 4th, a 14th, and an 8th. He's led laps in 4 rounds this year, but, I mean, his last couple races, though, he's faded.
I mean, Tomac
He's
was
gotten
not
the
in
starts and
tip-top
he's dropped
shape,
back.
dude, and he only held him off for 4 laps last
Yeah.
round. So he can usually hang or hold people up the entire race if he has to.
But he almost won Daytona.
I know.
I don't know.
I'm a big Webb dude, but he's clearly injured. Like you said, you heard it from the horse's mouth, dude.
Yeah.
So I got to move him back. I don't have him in my top 5 right now.
All right.
No disrespect.
Okay.
And what else do we have here? Oh, he rarely finishes more than 3 spots away from where he qualifies. That'll tell me everything I need to know,
All right.
especially with all the injuries and people out. So
Chisholm just texted me. He's getting ready to throw. He's like, hey, I can't hear you guys. Is that normal? I was like, you all right?
is he
Just
on
calm
the
down.
camera right now?
Yeah, he's ready to rock and roll. Speaking of Kyle Chisholm, no rider in the history of the sport has ever been factory and privateer so many times in the same season. And it's probably one of my favorite scenes. Chiz gonna chiz. Kyle Chisholm, how are you doing, man? Uh-oh. Hold on. Can you hear us? Because we can't hear you. Give us 1 second here.
Wait, you can hear me now?
Oh, there we go. We're good.
Okay. Sorry, I unmuted a minute ago. I'm like, wait, let me mute, make sure. Anyways, so sorry it's a little noisy. I'm at the airport. Just right by Salt Lake City. So I don't know if you can see the background, but yeah, sitting at the airport.
Nice. Well, hey, man, so you're flying in today because tomorrow you've got this privateer race going on that Pulp's doing. Is this going to be the sketchiest race you've ever done? How much money is up for grabs here?
I don't know for sure. I know he was still bringing some money in and doing the payout, but it's pretty good payout, I think, for everybody. So, but man, it's going to be a little sketchy. So I have to start second row.
Yeah.
It's going to be, and it's only a 6-minute race, and guys are trying to make a lot of money. So it's going to be a little wild. So trying to be safe and be smart, and trying to see how far I can catch up to it.
I mean, if LCQs aren't crazy enough, now you're going to throw a whole bunch of money into it. I mean, take what Rod Bell did to Clay. I just think
to be some savage.
2 laps left. You've got like 3 or 4 dudes hanging out in the third, that 3 and 4 range. Look out. Here come it's probably a good thing that NBC or Peacock's not going to air this live.
My question is, what does the team say about it? Because
What
it could
teams?
get.
They're all privateers.
Yeah. Most of the guys aren't really on a team. There's a couple guys that are on a team, but yeah, most guys like me, just gonna do their own thing. So
Okay.
All right.
it's gonna be wild, I think, for sure. But I hope everyone's smart. We're all gonna do pretty well, and obviously awesome of Steve to do this and Pope Max. So yeah, just it's cool. I think it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. Hope everyone keeps it, safe.
Right on.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Well, hey, what have you enjoyed racing more this year, the 250 or the 450?
I mean, it's hard. There's good and bad about both. The 250, obviously, just the team, the bike, it's all amazing, and then racing up front, like I won a heat race, almost a podium, a couple of them top fives. So you're racing up, for the front, the podium, and that's a lot of fun. Then the 450, man, get some top tens, and I know there's some guys hurt right now, so it's tough. But you can only race who shows up, and getting top tens is fun, and doing my own program is honestly pretty fun for me. I work with some like weekly sponsors and gotta incorporate that into my program. It helps me. Hopefully, it can help them and be fun to do as well. So I really enjoyed, that part of it. And it's a lot of work, a lot more work to do my own program, but it's satisfying too. When you do well and have some success. So it's give and take, but man, it sure is nice riding the factory 250 and battling up front. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so when you're going from, say, the Star bike to your bike, and I know it's hard to compare a 250 to a 450 because just the way the chassis and the suspension is, it's different animals, but do you ride the Star bike and think, oh, dude, I wish I could have my suspension like this? Or what was the initial impression when you got on that bike? Was it immediately like, oh, dude, this thing's dialed, or did it take some work?
No, so the 250 and the 450 Yamaha, like chassis and platform is pretty much the exact same. Just the motor is different. So,
yeah, like the motor loads it differently, right?
Yeah, but I would say I run my stuff on the softer side on the 450. And honestly, I was able to show them like my 450 setting, like from my own suspension guy. And we're able to kind of base it close to that just for some familiarity.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can say that. To make it a little easier for me. Because I've really still to this day haven't ridden the bike that much. It was like 2 days and then racing. Then we had like 2 days and then racing again. And I've been back and forth from 250 to 450, which has been a whole nother tough thing to kind of do. But it really transferred pretty easy. The biggest thing though is just the motor on that thing is so amazing. It's a 250, but gosh, the thing's literally about as fast as my 450. So learning my timing was a little challenge, but gosh, the motor is just so amazing on that bike for a 250. I've ridden 250s plenty of times, and gosh, man, the motor is amazing. It's got to be like cheating. I don't know. Gosh, it's literally like cheating.
Jeez.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because there's that big debate of like they need to slow the bikes down or make guys ride 250s or 350s, but it won't make a bit of difference. They can make these factory 250s almost as good as a 450. So my opinion, I don't think it's going to change anything.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna, but gosh, yeah, I mean, on a Supercross track, there's times when the 450, just like the torque and everything the 450 is, it's still a 450 and the other one's still a 250. But man, just in some places, like the bottom end power and how light the bike feels, you just can't beat it, So if there's some tracks that are, we're all jumping the same thing, you don't need that torque, how light and how well that 250 handles, man, you just can't beat it. The power is so good on the thing. So yeah, it's a really tough bike to beat, no matter 250 or 450. It's really, really good.
Right on. Josh asked an interesting question. He's the guy behind the camera. Was it weird at all going from, because CD, shout out to them because they've been a long-time sponsor for you, been in CDs for a long time. You're wearing LS2 helmets. Was changing up gear back and forth ever weird for you? I know CDs and Alpine Stars boots are a lot different.
Yeah, no, it's all a lot different. First, big shout out to, all my sponsors, all of them, but, LS2, FXR, X-Brand, CD, all of them, and a lot of other bike sponsors. But just from the gear side, like you said, it's so different. And all of them being super understanding and cool with, allowing me to kind of take this opportunity without, it wasn't like, hey, let's tear up the contracts and let me out of it and go do this. It's like, hey, I have this really cool opportunity. It's just for a few races, just for some East Coast. Outside of that, I still want to keep working with you. All great companies. that I love working with and have been with for quite some time now. So really thankful for them to, be understanding and allow me to kind of do that. But it is tough. Just from the boot, the CD and the Alpine Stars, they're both great boots. I choose personally to be in the CDs. But Alpine Star makes a great product as well. And they're different feeling though. So that took a little getting used to as well as the LS2 and the Alpine Star and just the gear, the goggles, all great products, but they're different. The more I did it though, kind of fortunately, but unfortunately, since like Indy, I've literally been back and forth every week. It's been 250, 450, 250, 450,
Right.
which comes on top of the team and the bike changes is all the gear, like you said. So the first couple of weeks, it was a little challenge, just the boot, the way the bottom of the boot feels on the Alpine Stars and the CD. It's all preference. There's no good, bad. They're just different. But your feel on the foot peg, where you're at, shifting, braking, it's all different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they're both good. There's nothing wrong with either one, but they're just different. So a couple weeks, it was a little tough. But the more I did it, it's kind of been like, give me a few laps. It's like, okay, yeah, I remember how to do this, and you're kind of good to go. So yeah, the more I've done it, the easier it's been. But it was a little tough for a couple weeks. So, yeah.
Well, it is because I have several pairs of boots and I have to like raise my shift lever my brake pedal sometimes depending on what boot I'm in because if it doesn't have enough flex, I can't get my brake pedal to go down as far as I want when I'm braking. So yeah, it'd be interesting. Hey, you're good.
I had the same thing. Yeah, exact same thing I had.
Yeah.
With the brake pedal.
When I go from an SG12, like I don't have as much flex, so I have to raise it up a little bit so I can actually get the brake to go without having to
move your foot as much.
Move your foot as much, exactly.
No,
all right.
No.
Well, hey, so tell us about your upbringing. How old are you now? 33, 34?
34. I'll be 35 the end of this year.
You've been through a lot of eras.
That's what I'm wondering.
Riders.
Like when did it start to shift to where you were the young one looking up to all these riders to they started looking up to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you first came and turned pro, who were the top dogs at the time for people that don't know?
When I turned pro, my first race was 04. I mean, it would have been Stewart on 125s, which I was good friends with. We grew up riding together. And then like Ricky Carmichael, Kevin Windham, Jeremy Mcgrath when I was little though. Back when I was little. So when I turned pro, that's who the pros were. Carmichael, Windham, Reed, Stewart. But when I started riding, I was about 5 or 6 years old. And that was like 95, 96. Jeremy Mcgrath was my hero, growing up. He was winning everything. I loved him. Jeff Emig as well. But McGrath was my guy looking up. And, man, it's crazy, though, from, like, that time, growing up on the little 50 and looking at, like, McGrath and all those guys and just like, man, I want to do that one day. Fast forward to, like, when I turned pro, 05, 04, 05, 06, looking at Ricky and James and Chad and Kevin, being like, man, those are the top guys. And like, I'm just starting out. Could I get there one day? And then you fast forward, like some years later, I'm lining up against Kevin Windham. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, but now, like you said, you fast forward, I'm one of the oldest guys out there. And, I talk to some of these other kids and they're, what's weird is that, like you said, when did it shift? Man, to me, it really hasn't. I still feel like a rook, like not like a rookie, but like I feel like one of the kids. Like I still feel like that, but then I gotta like check myself. I'm like, wait, I am kind of old. I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And but to be honest, I don't view myself as like I do and I don't. Like I do in the good way, which is like the experience and the hey, I've seen this before. This isn't new to me. It's whatever. But then at the same time, I feel like nervous and giddy, excited, 16 or 18. So it's weird. I don't really view myself as that, but I guess when I do and I think about it, I do have that experience advantage. And man, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't view myself as that old guy. I'm one of the guys, but I really am. Whatever.
Did you feel it all a little bit older when you dropped down to 250s this year and you've got kids that are 17, 18 years old on the gate next to you?
So the first race was at Detroit, I think. They put me in the B pack. This is crazy.
I remember that.
I don't know, like 12th at Daytona. Yeah, I got 12th at Daytona, I think, or 13th, but right in there outside the top 10 in the 450 class in the main event. And then the next week, I go to the 250 class. They put me in the B practice. I'm like, what's going on here? But it's all good. I get it, whatever. But they put me in there, and I ride the B practice. I go up in the stands to watch the A practice, and then the 450A. So when I get up there, I'm sitting with Johnny O and Chase Sexton's dad, another guy from Factory Honda, Sonia Stewart. So I'm like with Factory Honda guys, and we're watching Jet, the 250A practice going. And man, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, how old is Jet? And they're like, like 18, whatever it is. And I'm like, man, I would have been young, 16, whatever, but I could literally be his dad, technically, sitting watching. Like, I could race against this kid tonight. Yeah. And when you think about it like that, it's crazy. But when I'm out there racing, I'm one of them, whatever. So it's it's just different. It's crazy. I'm thankful though. Thankful to be in the position I'm in to still compete and do well and be out there racing, being an older guy. You're not really old in life, but for what we do, it's old. I've been doing this a long time, but I really enjoy it. I love it. Having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, just thankful to be out there still doing it.
You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah. And luckily for you too, like we've kind of seen a changing of the guard where maybe back when you first started racing, like Carmichael retired pretty young. Dungey retired at 27. Yep. Wyndham was older. Wyndham stuck around for a while, but you used to see guys not racing past 30 years old too often, but now you've got Tomac and these guys who are the best guys, the most consistent, taking their experience. So now it's like, I'd imagine you look at that thing, this is perfect. Now it's like the 450 class is the old guy class. And so I think it's adding to the longevity of riders. Like, look at Justin Brayton. Like,
it's turned into like a strength almost.
Yeah,
those
absolutely.
Older dudes that are experienced. And
if the 450 class was a bunch of low 20-year-olds, you probably wouldn't see some of these guys hanging around as long as they have. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's to be honest, when I was growing up, like I said, turned pro when I was like 16, and I never thought I would still be racing like much beyond 30. Or I always thought, maybe I wouldn't just retire. Like, I don't know how much money I'm going to make, whatever. But I just was like, by 30, I'm not going to be doing this still. And here I am, like mid-30s, and still having fun and doing better than I was, maybe a few years ago even, and just really enjoying it. So I think just with injuries and medicine and surgeries, and I think that's gotten better, over 10, 15 years ago. We've all gotten smarter and training and all that. And I think it's just going to let us go a little bit longer. And then, like you said, with the experience advantage and all that, we're able to stay a little bit longer. So yeah, I hope to keep racing as long as I'm competitive and enjoying it. Just keep on doing what I'm doing, having a lot of fun.
Awesome.
They're staying competitive. Took 10th place last round.
I know.
8th in Atlanta.
You got to be there to race. So yeah, you're one of the wild card favorites this weekend, by the way, in RM Fantasy because it's 10th place. And we've got some stats that are backing you up. So I'm going to put you in my wild card. So be thinking to me on the gate, just knowing like Chase needs a top 10 or better tonight. I appreciate that.
Hey, what's funny is like I follow all the fantasy stuff. Your guys' stuff's awesome what you do. I know Steve Mathis does stuff, whatever, but like it's really cool. And everything's a little different, but it's awesome what you guys do. I think it gives a platform to maybe a guy like me that's not a top 3 guy, every weekend. And just to be all the people that may pick me this weekend to be a 10th place guy or better, whatever, like that's really cool. It's able to shine a spotlight on me for people that, follow you guys and participate in the fantasy. Maybe they wouldn't pay attention to me, the 10th place guy or whatever, but because of you guys doing what you do, it kind of sheds a light on some other guys. And for me, thankful for that. And it's really cool. Appreciate what you guys do. Makes it fun for, some of the fans watching at home too.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I hope to make it happen. I'd love to do better, get a top 5 or something, but I'll be happy with the top 10. So
yeah, I mean,
we do it for you guys.
We had over 100,000 players this year throughout the year. And so let's say this week with you being one of the favorites because of your stats, I mean, let's say 20% of players pick you. That's 20,000 people who are staring at you during the main event, telling you to either get your butt in gear or, they're just like, dude,
don't do that. You don't do that.
I know, I'm just saying, but that's 20,000 eyes that are watching Kyle that maybe weren't going to focus on 10th or 11th place.
Because late in the race, they'll be like, put the camera on 10th place. I got to see what's going on there when the times are close. And
exactly.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, no pressure, no pressure. I better get going. But, it's all fun. I enjoy it. And like you said, the benefit of that is it's awesome. It's really cool to involve, the fans and stuff more and the people like me. So, try to not let you guys down there.
All right, man. Well, hey, we appreciate taking the time. We know you're busy. You're at the airport right now. That's what these riders go to call in. So we appreciate it, man. Hey, good luck. Safe travels getting here to Salt Lake City. Christian and I, a lot of us are going to be at the races on Saturday, so hopefully we can come over and say hi and thank you personally for calling in. But good luck tomorrow on the race. Stay safe because it's going to be sketchy. And then good luck Saturday night in the main event.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. Definitely come see me. I look forward to it. Have good luck this weekend. I'll try to pull through for you. And sorry for the craziness in the airport. And thanks for making it work and having me on.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you, guys.
See ya. See, we call them all good dudes.
I love that guy.
But that's one of the really good dudes.
Oh, is he?
I'm going to take a next step there. That's one of them really good dudes. It's like he was talking about. A lot of people would never pay attention to, anything past that top 3, top 5. But
well, it's cool because it's cool that he realizes that. Hey, fantasy is giving me a lot more, or just the privateers. And I mean, look at this year. You had Logan Carnell, Cade Clayson, Ryan Breese. I mean, when was the last time that you had thousands and thousands of people who were genuinely just like, this guy is my pick tonight, and you're watching his name throughout the whole main event. You know what I mean?
Well, you never really look into him. Once you do, and we talk to him a minute here and there, then you put a face to that name. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're cheering for that dude. You didn't even realize. So.
Yeah. Chiz is racing a 450 this weekend. He's not going to be in the 250s, but if you are going to be at Salt Lake City, go over and sit and thank that man for calling in. And shout out to his sponsors.
Oh yeah, he's a must stop and see. Yep. When you make it up there.
Didn't he win wasn't his wife on The Price is Right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. We need to look that up, but I'm pretty sure his wife won a car off The Price is Right.
Really?
Should have asked him about that. I'm just remembering now. I want to say that's what happened. Maybe somebody can back that up. TV. Yeah, you were on Judge Judy. That's right. Yeah.
I didn't win a car.
But just before you went on, didn't the ultimate Christian thing happen where the broadcast stopped or something?
You'd have to see it to believe it. It's all the stuff people claim I make up, but I don't.
Yeah, this man was on Judge Judy because his neighbor was throwing rocks or something.
They were.
Oh, gosh. I forgot
I wish I would have won a car off that. I just won a car window.
That's right, 745 Moto fan. Change it to Chiz, dude. 450, 10th place.
I'm not picking Chiz, and I'll tell you why.
Why? You think?
Because I want him to do better. I really think he's going to be up above 10th.
Okay.
I'm thinking 7th, 8th range.
Season's best.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken 8th before.
I know.
So I'm not picking him because I really do think he's going to do better.
It's pretty amazing how consistent he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost 20 years of being a pro.
He has mastered the art of being safe while getting the job done. Knowing I'm not going for top 5s or wins here, but my goal, these are what I need to do. And he's just mastered the art of, if I do go the LCQ, I'm going to win it. But he's
there's those dudes that even if they're not winning races and championships and all that, they're consistent and they're good people that those guys stick around. And he's one of them, dude. He can stick around moto probably as long as he wants because I bet you everybody loves to work with him. You know what I mean? So
and he's just one of them. On a dirt bike. It's kind of cool. He grew up racing with James Stewart too. Yeah. He grew up. It's crazy to think that when he started, he raced with Carmichael, Wyndham, and those guys on the line.
And he's gone through the Villapoto, the Dungees.
That's right. I forgot about Villapoto.
I mean That's pretty cool.
Poto needs to come out of retirement. That's the next guy who needs to line up for some pro nationals.
Dude, I agree. I was a big Villapoto guy.
Okay.
Mostly because my wife's obsessed with Dungey, but.
All right. Let's see. It's weird how many people that have been on Judge Judy.
Hey, of all reality TVs, that's the one I'd be on. Jerry Springer's, Mari's, I'm out on that. Don't want to be on those ones.
Mother Love?
I'd rather be on Judge Judy. She's a scary lady.
Let's talk about wild card watch here. All right, Justin Braytona. His last 5 overall finishes, 8, 10, 7, 6, 5. I feel like he would have to have a bad race
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get 10th,
especially with Tomac out now. I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
moves up
he's
one
going
more
to be
spot.
that's maybe even a 5th, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it past
If he
him.
gets the start.
If he's qualifying good, someone else maybe not looking so good, I might put him in 5th, dude. It's just a risk.
All right. Aquatic just asked if the last race is double points. No.
It is.
Well, yes, the last race. This race will be double points.
Yep. And you'll drop another round, too.
Let's see. But Brayton, his average finish per gate drop is 10.68. His average start is 9.8. And his average qualifying is 11. So but his finishes lately, like, he's got that 5th and the 6th and 8th. So
of all the riders
Tomac's
active, he's got the 7th best average finish.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see Hartraft, Bloss, Breese starting. I don't see those guys passing him. So I think he's going to be better than 10th. But you never know.
All right.
Alex Martin.
I mean, his best finish is a 9th, but that's his only 10th or better this year. Everything else from that has been 12th or worse. So he's only got the one top 10. So I don't feel as safe putting a Martin in for 10th.
I don't either.
Not as safe as I do a Chiz.
No. He's weird, too. He seems like he does better when he goes to the LCQ. I don't know why, yeah.
He's had a wild ride this year, man.
Yeah, I'm glad he's all right.
Crashes.
You know, I'm ready to see Jeremy Martin back out there, too.
Well, he's just lined up for the National. We'll see. I haven't really heard any update on him. I don't know if he's riding or not. Let's see here. Who's your top pick for 5th? Barsha, 53%. It's pretty good.
That's who I have.
Martin for the wild card. Bam Bam for 4th. All right. Kyle Chisholm. So his last 3 finishes, 10, 8, 11. And yes, now that Tomac's out, that gives him that spot. His starts of 11, 8, 7. So, yeah, he might just be past the 10th.
I think he's past it.
Okay.
Now you take Tomac out. That Tomac finished in front of him all 3 of those rounds. He had only been in 10th one of them.
Look at that, dude. He hasn't been to an LCQ since round 5, and he won 3 of those.
Yeah, he was the LCQ champion there for a bit, but now he doesn't even mess with those
And his
things.
average finish is in the last 3 heats is 5.3.
Mm-hmm. So he should be getting a decent
Who's your
gate
wild
pick,
card
is what I'm
watch?
saying.
Man, gosh dang it. Now you're talking me out of it.
Dude, he's going to do better than 10th.
Okay, I haven't voted yet. Okay, but what about Hartraft?
Hartraft is why
Do you think he's one spot behind Chiz-ish? Like, do you think it goes like a Chisholm, Hartraft?
I think Chisholm gets by Hartraft.
Okay.
I think so.
And then Martin after that.
Yeah, just look at Hartraft's starts, dude. 15, 13, 10, 9, 12, which he's had an awesome season, too.
Yeah.
Like, 10th ain't bad.
But his starts
it's not
are
a
not
bad
great.
spot.
But his last 5 finishes, he's gone 11, 11, 9, 8, 10.
Mm-hmm. He's around 10th, dude, just always in my mind. So
yeah, his starts have not been that great.
But he makes passes. Like, he's a rider that he don't matter where he is, he's going to try to pass. So
all right, is as far back as 15th last week, still got 11th. Oh, excuse me. And qualifying is right around 10. It's 11, 10, 12, 13, 11.
He's looking like the stars are aligning there to me.
Okay, so he's your boy. I actually think I have Hartraft right now in my picks. So, all right. Brian Breese?
Brian Breese?
Ryan. I didn't say Ryan, did
I thought you said Brian.
Oh.
Dude, Breese is not that far off.
Brienne's going with A-Mart.
It's possible. Look at Breese, though. He's only finished between 10th and 14th over the last so many rounds. Like, I think it's 5 or 6 rounds. He's taken 3 14ths, yes, but Tomac's out. He's taken up to close to 10th before. He started in 9th and 10th in 2 of the last 3 rounds. And his qualifying, he's one of them that can be qualifying pretty far back and still be okay.
Okay.
So
he's just like one of those riskier picks. So right now, Hartraft or Chiz would be my 2 options.
Yeah, I even
between those
start
2.
wondering a Bogle, dude, but
I didn't even bring him up. I don't know what is.
He has not looked good, but
you know
he can come back any round, and 10th is doable.
Yeah.
So
all right,
it's he's risky as well. I think Bloss too might be a little bit of a longer shot if he comes back, but he took 12th and 13th before too.
Hey, Salt Lake is the track where Justin Bogle jumped over the finish line in front of Bill Saps.
Let's not forget about that, dude.
Sketchiest moment of Supercross history was when Justin Bogle just exits stage right across the finish line.
Things happen. Things happen.
You remember when he called in to talk about that?
Yeah.
He said it was just, I don't remember what he said, but you could tell he was worried when that happened. All right, well, look, let's lock him in then. Everyone start putting your picks right now. I want to see what everyone's thinking. Are you going to go safe, put Anderson in first, get 4 wins in a row?
Not me.
Do you take a risk?
Oldenburg's 250s, I think.
Yeah. 250s for sure.
This race, yeah.
All right.
What do you got? You want to lock them down? My whole interwebs just went down. So
Really?
yeah,
Sucks to suck. All right. I've got Jason Anderson,
technology, bro.
Chase Sexton, Marv, Stewart, Webb, Hartraft. Those are my top 5 right there.
Okay.
And my wild card. What do you have? Oh,
so
you're going
neither
number
one of
plays.
us are going with Webb.
No, I
right?
put him in 5th.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
No
who'd you leave?
Barsha for Chase.
No Barsha. I
No
left Barsha out.
All right. Well, I'm putting Stewart in 4th. I'm putting Sexton in 3rd.
Okay.
I'm putting Muscan in 1st. I think he's going to do it.
Back-to-back wins at Salt Lake.
Why not, dude?
Oh, he didn't win last year. He won the year before that, right?
Yeah, but
He
he's
won, like,
taking
the
first
final-
and second. I mean, he's sneaky good there.
He won the final
fast.
race of that residency.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm putting Barsha 5th. I don't think he's going to tip over again. And then I'm with you on Hartraft.
You putting Hartraft in there?
Hartraft wild card. It's full send for the last round.
See, Dylan, Anderson, Muscan, Sexton, Rage has got Anderson, Malcolm, Barsha.
Just remember, their strategy to this last round. I mean, if you pick the most common picks, you're probably not going to make up much ground.
Okay.
So you got to shake it up a little bit if you need to make up some points. Like I
Jason-
just blew Cody Wilkins' mind. That's why.
Jason has Malcolm to win. I mean,
I
look,
wouldn't be mad about
if
that.
I could pick somebody that I would like to
Just
see
drop
win,
him on the top spot. It'd be
I'm
Malcolm?
just. Oh, dude, could you imagine the stadium and
It'd be sweet, dude.
and his podium, like how stoked he would be to win a race?
Yeah, and that would carry some momentum too.
I'm just
I mean,
saying
that gives a new level of confidence once you get your first win. So
I agree.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but I'm putting him 4th. It seems like he doesn't really have great rounds back to back. He took second last round.
Hey, maybe this is when he figures.
I mean,
he
I'm not-
He got his first podium ever in Salt Lake.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind seeing that again either.
I know.
I want to
Okay.
see Kim's picks. She commented earlier. She's in 16th place right now.
Oh,
Oh,
she was
serious?
stressing in the Discord. I can't believe she only went down or
Kim,
changed one spot.
Don't do it, Kim. Don't do it. Don't share. I wouldn't. If I was Kim, I would not be giving up my picks if I was
Dude,
Kim right now.
we were
I'd
all
do
helping her.
Phantom picks.
We were helping her in the Discord with her picks, and then we're like, "Where are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm 15th overall." And then we're all just like, "No, don't listen to us. Do what you're
not
doing.
want to be responsible.
Don't let us even influence your
Chase
picks."
told me Chisholm was gonna get the
It's
wild
like,
card.
man, I don't want to have nothing to do with that because you're double my score, first of all. So,
Oh,
but
Aquatic says he's proud of us. What?
'Cause
That
we're
we said
picking Marv.
Don't listen. Oh,
you got to remember too. I mean, Marv, Sexton, and Barsha, those 4 even really, they're close in points. Those guys are gonna battle. So every spot's going to matter
well,
to them.
you know who's gonna battle is Kim for top 10.
Oh, I wouldn't even want that type of pressure, dude.
No,
That's what I wonder what people
it's-
are like putting these picks
I'd
in.
rather be in Kim's shoes though than like first, second, or third.
Do you, like if you're in first place, do you put your picks in and then in the last half hour, like go lock your phone away? Do you have to have someone there to hold you back from changing them? Like,
I
what?
don't know.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine the stress because I would feel like I would want to just keep changing them.
Yeah,
And the
maybe.
more you do, the worse it gets, it seems like. So
Just have the husband, because the wife is who's winning. Have the husband take the phone away.
that's funny, dude. Somebody asked in here, I need help with my picks. Any wives out here, please post your picks.
I need a Ford Ranger.
Supercross is crazy.
Barsha or Mookin going down fighting to get the third place spot. I'm just saying, that third place spot, there's got to be good money on the line there. I would
Oh,
imagine.
big time.
Okay. Well, Josh Proust, man behind the camera. It's the last race of the year. Josh has been slacking too this year. He's not having the greatest year.
Yeah, it hasn't been going great. I think I'm sticking with Anderson to win. I mean, with his performance last week, I can't argue that, and I would want him to win as well. I think, I don't know. I think Stewart will get on the podium again. I think this might be the week that he finally gets third. I think he'll maybe back up what he did last year and get another podium.
Okay.
He can't go a whole season without doing it. Well, Marv will probably win and free that spot up for him.
All right. Well, that being said, look, remember, we've got the Discord, so we're starting a meme contest today. So it starts today. Link to the Discord is in the description, and we'll go through. So on Monday, we're going to take our favorite memes. We're going to narrow it down to, I believe, 4. Then we're going to let you guys vote on those. But it needs to be a meme that was submitted starting from the week, or, up until starting today. So we're going to look at the dates they're submitted. So starting today through Sunday, basically. And then we're going to pick a winner on Monday, and you guys are going to vote again. And we have a Joey Savacci signed jersey that we're giving away to the meme contest winner.
That's awesome, too.
Plus,
we'll be announcing the top 10.
That's right.
On Monday?
Yeah, I think we're talking about
trying to get them to call in.
Well, what time are the results posted on Monday?
On noon Mountain Standard, 2 Eastern.
Okay, so if you want, you don't have to, but at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time is when we go live. So we are going to announce the top 10 winners live on the show.
Mm-hmm. We'll go over that leaderboard.
Yeah, we're going to go right over it. So if maybe you want to just wait to see, if you can't wait, I totally get it.
There's no way anybody's waiting.
That's the worst part, is like waiting to hit that refresh button at 12 o'clock.
The worst part would be at work, where you can't check.
What if you have a job where you have to lock your phone up or something?
Yeah, something like that, where you just can't get to the phone.
Oof.
And then you're stressing the whole time knowing you had a good last round. You pull a Nicole Chesa and get a perfect score the last round.
No, that was Kerry Bowling.
Oh, yeah.
That was in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's huge.
All right.
How could you wait, Kim said? I agree. There's no way. You got to risk the job at that point.
Robert says, hope I stand a chance in 56th. Oh, you got a chance.
That's a big chance.
Dropping the 2 lowest scores with double points. If you score big, you are not out of it.
I mean, there's 260 points up for grab this round, and the leader has 922. So It's like 20% of the total points is up for grabs here.
922. That's crazy. Okay, here's what we got for weekly prizes this week. We got first place, $750 Cherry spending spree. Second place, Ojo Wheeled Rig T3 gear bag. That's a good one. Third place, Fly Racing Formula CC primary helmet. Third place. Fourth place, MSR gear set. Fifth, Bridgestone Battlecross tires. Sixth place, Matrix Concept LS1 lift stand and utility can. Seventh, Fast Impact Moto pegs. Those have the damper between the metals, so you reduce vibration. Eighth place, you got the LS2 Subverter Evo helmet. That's the helmet that Kyle Chisholm wears. Mm-hmm. Ninth place, you got 100% Armega goggles, some lenses, some tear-offs. Armega's rock. 10th place, Works Connection Pro Launch start device and attack hour meter. And then we've got our 90 Rocky Mountain gift cards.
And then, like always, the grand prize. I don't know if I drank too much coffee or what, but I'm starting to get excited. And I can't even win anything. But top scorer is going to get the KTM 450 SXF factory or race prepped and flown in here to accept their prize at Rocky Mountain headquarters with us, which is always a good time. Same for second place, except a KTM 250 SX. Third place, Dunlop MX33 tires for a year. Fourth place, $3,000 Rocky Mountain ATV VMC spending spree. Fifth place, Alpine Stars Casual and Gear spending spree. Sixth place, Motion Pro tools and accessory package. I swear, whoever wins that every year is the most excited. They freak out on the phone, and for good reason. Seventh place, awesome prizes from Fly Racing, head-to-toe gear package. Eighth place, Stasic coming through with the stability cycling accessories. Ninth place, Milestone Video Games 5, the game, console, and TV. You can play with Scooty Puff, I'm sure. 10th place, Oakley $1,000 spending spree. And, that's it for the grand prizes. I was just keeping going, dude. I mean, how many prizes are we giving out this year? 1,710 prizes.
Really?
For free.
And look, I love it. There's a lot of people in the chat right now wishing Kim the best of luck.
Oh, yeah, I am too.
Yes.
I couldn't even imagine.
And hey, look, we got to give a big shout out. We're going to be back on Monday for the Salt Lake recap show, obviously announce the winners and everything else, but you got to give it up. We're so thankful to everyone that's been tuning in live with us. You know, it's Mondays and Thursdays because we got a solid group of people.
Yep.
And we just want to know we appreciate you guys. We don't always be able to get to everybody's comments, but we hope that you know that we're looking at this. We're responding back to you guys as much as we can.
It's turned into a family, dude.
It is. It's a
turned into
nation.
family
You
here,
know
yeah.
when people are saying Quadic's going to lose his mind when Marv wins or whatever it is. Or it's just really cool to see that. So thank you to everybody who's been tuning in live all year long. Remember, share this with your friends, your family. Get more people involved. Let them know we got riders like Kyle Chisholm that are calling in. And I think next year, too, we're looking to mix it up. I think next year it'd be cool to have you guys be able to call in live during the show.
Yeah. We'll keep trying to come up with cool things.
Take some callers throughout the show to get your picks and hear your thoughts on certain things. So,
like always, if you win a prize, send us a picture.
Yep.
We got to post one of the pictures, the girl that won the Scotia stuff last week or a couple weeks ago. And if you're in the top 50 or you know anybody in that top 50, I want you recording them, dude.
Oh,
in
please.
the main. The last 5 laps. Remember when we got the
last
one guy?
year? Yeah, he was
He's
freaking
from Utah.
because Wilson was in front of Roxon, and he's like, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah.
He was so mad.
Because it's only funny because we all do it.
Oh,
dude.
100%.
The last few laps, you're just like, move up. I need him to crash. So if they're in that top 50, try to record those guys and girls and send us the picture of.
You know it's going to be bad this
dude.
week, especially on the final round. What if the timing didn't work on the final round?
Oh, dude.
So you can't see what the rider gap is, so you don't know if somebody's catching or losing time to a guy.
We got you on that. If that does happen again, which I think it was just a malfunction. I'm betting it doesn't happen again. The live timing is on the fantasy website.
Okay.
You have your live timing, gap, last lap.
Pull that
everything.
up. Look at him if that were to
Keep
happen.
that thing going right up next to the screen. So.
Okay. Well, that being said, again, big shout out to Kyle Chisholm for taking the time to call in.
One of the really good dudes.
Love that guy extra.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, if you guys remember, comment after this video if you have any more thoughts. Christian and I are always looking at the comments on the video after the fact to see what you guys are saying out there. And again, we appreciate it. Thank you hugely to all the sponsors that have been with us all year long, that donate all these weekly prizes. Please go to Rocky Mountain's website, support the companies that are donating prizes for the weekly and the grand prizes.
That's what I'm saying. Send us a picture of the prizes you're winning. They love to see it too,
Yep.
The one thing that really bothers me is when people act like nobody's winning. Nobody's even winning these prizes.
Yeah, that's like spite for not winning.
I mean, there's over 1,700 people that have won prizes, so they're out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, look,
it's
everyone.
most likely a wife.
Yeah.
But send them in anyways.
I'd love to win a Ford Ranger.
We gave away at Tacoma one year.
We did. We flew out. Were you with me? Flew out to Missouri.
I didn't go out there to that
Where we
one.
go? Missouri?
Something like that, yeah.
It was the most humid place I've ever been, and I never want to go back. But a guy did win a Tacoma. All right. Well, look, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in live today. We had an absolute blast. Have fun watching the races. Good luck to you, Kim, on your overall results this weekend. We're cheering for you. But we'll find out Monday at 12 o'clock who those top 10 Grand Prize winners are, so tune in live for that.
It's going to be huge.
Okay. Hey, you guys are great. We'll see you on Monday.